Mukha ba ako? Mga 2 years more of Sunpiology. Yes, Miss Rose?
Hi.
Ayan. So, pang-8 na to yata na Sunpiology.
Sunpiology run, it's the 8th year, yes.
Grabe. So, Piolo, anong satisfaction talaga na nakuha mo dito every run?
Well, aside from feeling healthy, we're able to, of course, help out different organizations and put through school some scholars, some students. And I'm just really happy because with Sun Life, it's not just about the run, it's not just about getting fit, but of course paying it forward since we already have a lot of scholars from the time that we started. So it keeps on growing. So you really run for a cause. And of course, we have the Diabetes Foundation, we have Nord of Craniofacial, so it just keeps on growing. So nakaka-inspire to be able to do something for a cause.
Okay. So, dati parang iba yung program or account mo doon ng Sunlight na pinopromote mo, di ba? So, ngayon is Go Well. So, mas ano ba to sa'yo? Mas swak o sakto dun talaga sa lifestyle mo since we all know na very health ka naman.
Yes, I guess, I don't know if we are able to show the video.
Yes, we did. The brand new TVC for Sunfit and Well.
So you really have to be prepared for it. I guess Sun Life goes beyond financial freedom. You really have to know and you really have to be fit and well to be able to protect your future. So parang sa akin, it's closest to home because parang I really want to encourage people to go well, to be well, because it's important for us to live a good life so we have something that's going to be for the future, not just for our family but for our family's future as well. It's correlated, I should say. That's why for me it's not just about my business and showbiz, but also because I want to be able to live longer and enjoy the fruits of my labor as well.
So parang caring mo naman ang enjoy yung fruit of your labor, di ba?
Trabaho ko rin naman.
Hindi. Pero tawag dyan, parang Piolo, we could say na sa mga artists ngayon, isa ka dun sa, pwede mo sabihin, very secured na, no?
Thanks to Sun Life, and I guess living a positive life and just doing the right things, make it all worthwhile. It completes the equation.
So parang kahit, yun nga, although huwag naman mangyari, kahit na hindi ka mag-work, parang secured ka na.
Hindi naman, like, kung mag-write ako, like what you saw in the commercial, di ba? What if something happens to me? Saan mapupunta yung inipon ko, di ba? So it's really important that we are aware of what we have, and especially our well-being. Kaya, that's the first thing, di ba? In any insurance naman, you have to be aware of what you're gonna leave behind or what you have, not just for you, but for your family.
Last na. Sino yung mga gusto mong makasama sa Sunpiology run ngayon?
We have a couple of runners. I don't know if they're confirmed. Like we have Gerald, we have Zian, Tessie.
Miss Tess will be able to answer that question.
Yeah,
actually.
we have Jessie Medjola, EJ Falcon, we have the hashtags, girl trends, and a lot more.
Yeah, marami. Usually every year sumatagdag pa yung mga tumatakbo sa Star Magic because we partnered with Star Magic already as well for the run. Yeah.
Because our beneficiary are scholars natin.
The scholars of Star Magic as well.
Well, speaking about that, earlier we showed the play, and I just like to share that all those who acted in that play are actually scholars of the Hebreo Foundation, which Piolo and his family founded. So some of them have already graduated college, are already working, so all of them were able to go to school because of the support that all of you have been giving Sunpiology through the years. So thank you all so much for that. Alright, any questions from this side? Kindly just raise your hand. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon, Piolo. Hi, my name is Macy. I would like to ask you, how do you balance your career and your physical activities in order to get fit?
I guess it's important to know that you are your own product. So what I do is I sleep. Every night I try to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep and just live healthy. It's all practical. It's important to know that you are selling your own self, so you have to look good, you have to feel good, and you always have to be prepared, and you always have to be ready and fit for any given role that's going to be given you.
Do you have any specific daily regimen that you have to?
I drink a lot of water. I sleep a lot, and in terms of diet, I don't diet. I like to eat everything, for me that's a reward. So you just train more, I guess, sweat more. So do a lot of physical activity so you can be more active and agile so you can enjoy life better. Regimen-wise, it's as important as putting your makeup off before you sleep and just live clean, I guess.
Last question to Coach Rio. What advice can you give for someone who is not into physical activities and would like to join the Sunpiology?
So first, start training now.
That's true. I started training seriously with Coach Rio 2009. Was it 2009? Yeah. Yeah. Since then we've been running, and you pick up the pace, or you do something else. You don't stay there.
Best time ko pa rin ba yan?
You pa rin, bro.
So nag-train kami. So training is the key. And also, the second very important is enjoy the race. So you don't have to push yourself. You just have to enjoy the run, cross the finish line, and say, Yahoo!
So Coach Rio, you would say na at this point, there's still time for you to, start your training so you can join Sunpiology.
Yes, of course. Especially for those who will run 3K, or for all the beginner runner, I suggest just run the 3K first, because we want you to just enjoy the run, and then later on, once you have your good experience, then maybe next year you run the 5K, and then next year the 10K.
Why?
So step by step.
100K.
Then triathlon.
Why not? Thank you so much. All right, next question. Yes, from the side of Miss Tess Kubi over there.
Jude, you have a question? One of our blogger friends.
All right.
Hi, good afternoon. For Piolo and Coach Rio. What is the far or the longest run you've ever did so far?
My longest run, 21, some 21K. Actually, Ro and I are doing 42 next year. Yeah, right, bro. He's done a 42 before, but I don't know, somewhere in Asia or here, or kay Jamie. She's been inviting me for the longest time. DBR, the bull runner. So maybe in February. It's a bucket list. Parang I'm turning 40, and I've been saying I have to do a 42 before I turn 40. So by hook or by crook, I have to do it next year.
For Coach Rio.
42K. I ran 42K, but during training, I think one training 50 kilometers from Baguio to La Union.
Naligaw lang siya nun.
Na-bore lang siya. Makatakbo nga.
And then yun, maximum 42 kilometers.
Going back to Piolo, I'm just curious kasi nga, you mentioned na you should be your own product and you're a busy person. What's in the life of, a day in a life of Piolo?
Ganito. I wake up, I take my pre-workout, I go straight to the gym. No matter what, wherever I am, if I'm going straight to taping, of course we have an early call, so I bring my weights, my gym equipment, or my dumbbells are always in my bag, so I take it wherever. And there are a lot of, just like what I said, a lot of exercises that you can look up on Google or YouTube, and I go about my day, and then I try not to stay up late, and that's it. Boring, no?
Yan yung schedule namin.
Ganun lang.
Thank you, Piolo. Okay, next question.
Follow up lang, what
Yes.
about the food intake?
I eat everything, grabe. So if I have time, like if I have 2 hours, I inject like a 2-hour badminton, or I run. What I do if I have like a late call time, I step out of my condo, I wear a buff, I wear shades so people won't recognize me, I run in the streets. Short of saying, you shouldn't find any excuse.
6 o'clock sa inyo.
Yeah, sabi nga nila, kung gusto may paraan. Kung ayaw,
Tama.
may dahilan. Yun. So, I think I live by that.
Nakasabay namin si P sa YouTube.
Yes, Ro, you want me to translate it to you?
Mga anong oras yun, Miss Tess?
Noong 6, 7.
Morning. As long as I'm able to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I step out of my condo, or if I'm not able to do that, I hit the sauna after my workout. I never lift heavy because I always want to stay lean, so I can move better.
Is it true you have to eat on time? Like breakfast not beyond 9 and then...
To each his own, I should say, because
Okay.
I eat whenever I want to eat. So sometimes I eat before sleeping, and then which is not good. But so the next day I work out right away, or I sweat it off.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Questions from this side?
Tita Ethel, you have a question? Tito Leto yan.
Tita Ethel, it's not too late to start running.
Gusto ko lang tanungin si Piolo. Piolo, how much are you worth now?
Grabe naman!
Kasi hindi ba,
Po?
to really feel well, you need to have the DAF.
I should say I'm stable enough to feel secured and practical lang. You know, ever since I started working 20 years ago, I started investing in, not for anything, but I started investing in insurances and policies and really save up, you know, not spend on things that don't matter and some things that are just fleeting. So, yun po. Okay naman. Steady naman.
Well, congratulations. Ang dami mong natutulungan.
Ay, salamat po. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tita Ethel. Any more questions from this side? Yes, ma'am. We have Lace, Leonora here.
Thank you, sirs. Hi. May I ask, what's your advice on inspiring or encouraging your children or younger people to live a healthy lifestyle?
Ako muna. Mas alam mo yun. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. You don't have to be boring to enjoy life, but you always have to realize that you have to keep a balance of things so for you to enjoy life. You know, enjoy, but also realize that you also have to rest and always keep getting better at what you do and keep a positive mind so as to feel lighter.
Coach Leo?
Alright. Well, sa akin kasi bata pa. 2.5 years old pa lang siya. So, I always make sure na nakikita niya ako every time na nagtitraining ako kasi I don't want to push him na kailangan niyang gawin to or basta maging active lang siya and nakita niya akong nag-exercise na kuha niya yung yung gusto niya. So, ginagaya niya.
Thank you, Coach Leo. Yes, from that side, Ms. Tess, behind you.
Okay, we have a question from Ate Nitz.
Ang daming tanong. Talins ka sa
Do you count your calorie?
Hindi po. For me, I'm sorry, but I don't believe in that. I just bring my phone with me. There's an app that you can download. Nandun na po lahat, so you don't have a lot of things getting in the way. So it's better to just listen to your body, but you get to a point na marirealize mo kung ano yung kailangan ng katawan mo because at the same time, if you listen to your body, then vice versa to listen to you, whatever you wanted to feel. Or pag na-overweight ka na, alam mo na you have to slow down on your diet. So mga ganun lang po, it's all common sense, it's all practical for me. So it's all experiential as well. And kasi pag alam mo yung mga calorie mo, parang malilimitahan ka, then it becomes parang kalam, may timetable ka, meron ka ng sinusunod na list of things to do. So I never followed that.
Normal weight?
Oh wow, ako po 77, ever since college. Nagbabari lang ako 75, pag Pasko 80, pero nandun lang ako. 75 to 80
Grabe,
lang
80
po.
lang talaga.
Sorry.
Nakahiya.
Yes, any more
Okay.
questions?
Question.
I think I'll behind you, Ms. Tess.
Dito. Saan po? Philippine Star.
Hi, good afternoon. Evi from the Philippine Star Features. Inigo mentioned earlier that will be trained for triathlon. How is this Sunpiology run sort of a triathlon training for you?
You know what? I started with running with Coach Rio, and some people invited me to train for something else like bike. So immediately I went into bike duathlon, and then I started training for triathlon. I think it only goes to show. I mean, not for anything with Rio, but you can always progress. So with my son, he likes to ride more than run. So whatever your body feels like doing, and however way you can improve in your exercise, whatever works for you. Like me, my Waterloo is swim, so it's really hard for me to do triathlon. And for the longest time that I've joined Ironman, I've just been doing relay because I don't have the time to train for all those three sports. So with me, this is a breeze to do the Sunpiology run every year, and which the maximum distance is just 10K. So it's like a training lang. And of course, this based on your question with Inigo, I want him to be better at what he's doing and just not just stick to 10K. You want to be progressive. So with this, it really helps him to just challenge himself and the kids. He gets to train as well, like his cousins, like his peers in Star Magic.
You mentioned that your water is swimming. Of
Yeah.
the 3 disciplines in triathlon,
Mhm.
which of those 3 is your favorite or your
Right,
most capable?
bike. For me, run is cardio, but when I bike, just like was said in the video, it's really true. I can ride all day. I ride alone wherever I am. I bring my bike even on the set. And whenever I get the chance to ride for 45 minutes or an hour, talagang heaven na sa akin yun.
And since you mentioned that you were sort of training Indigo also for triathlon,
Yeah.
what's your advice to young teens who want to enter triathlon at an early age?
Know your body. Don't abuse your system. Stay away from vices. Obviously, we only got one life to live. Enjoy life, but know that to be able to train, to be able to do things, you also have to realize that your body is just one. So you keep progressing. With your exercise, you start just like what Coach Rio said. You start slow, and then you keep at it. I don't believe in off season. I never had off season, so I always train whenever I can. After 3 days, if I'm not able to train, I feel sluggish. So it's important that you start young. Don't start them too early because of course you're still growing. You don't want to impede your growth. So with Inigo, I just started training with him last year, and now we lift weights together. It's nice. Just live a healthy lifestyle and just choose the sport that you're gonna enjoy, so it doesn't become a chore.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. We have a question from Leo.
Di ako masyadong makarelate sa pagtakbo ha.
It's never too late na tuloy sa akin.
Magtigil ka pa.
Lakad lang tayo, sama kita maglakad. I walk sometimes pag wala akong tulog. I walk 5K for an hour 30. You don't necessarily have to run. You can just walk. It's just an exercise as well.
Taray.
Samahan kita.
Ito tanong ko, ang tagal mo na rin kasing single, di ba?
Go well.
Gusto mo rin ba sa magiging future GF mo yung parang tulad mo na maano tumakbo?
Ideally, yeah. I remember before, pag meron ako nagiging girlfriend or what have you, it's either I buy her a bike or I invite her to run. Yeah, because it's my regular activity, so we do things together. So it'd be a plus factor if we're able to train together, so we have more time together.
Tama. pero kailan ba yun? Kasi syempre gusto namin maging masaya ka completely kasi you have everything na, secured ka na, yun na lang kasi ang kulang, medyo naiinip na rin kami.
Ako rin naiinip na eh. Hindi mahirap ah. Hindi mahirap. Mahirap ah. Mahirap matulog sa gabi na mag-isa. Kaya, I've come to a point na I don't look for it anymore as much as I don't have time for it. I just enjoy life. And I still have so many things I want to do, so if it comes, it comes. And I hope it comes soon when it comes.
Salamat. May pang-deadline na kayo ha.
Courtesy of Tito Leo. And we're
Hindi lang pala yung grabe naman. Ang dami ko sinabing English words dito.
Last two questions. First from Miss Vic Vic, one of our love friends.
Same thing. How's your love life? Do you still have time for it?
Yun nga po, just like what I said kanina, I've stopped. I don't date. I don't have time for it, or I choose not to go out. Whatever free time I have, I spend it with my son. And all the rest of the time, it's either I'm working or I'm at home. So, hindi ko naman masabing boring. I just really, there's nothing in the horizon, so to speak. So I just take my time. As much as possible, I don't want to be pressured by it because I know it's going to come in God's perfect timing.
Thank you. Last question from Wazzup.PH, Mars.
After this question is for both of you, including Coach Rio. Coach Rio, congrats on your new baby daughter.
Thank you.
Second,
Thank you.
Yes, dalawa na anak ni Coach Rio. Nag-start kami, wala pa tinanong yan. Baka pag nag-asawa ko, 5 na, meron siyang basketball team.
We're talking about the fight against diabetes, sugar wars. What is your favorite, may favorite, sweet, since you said na wala ka namang diet na iiwasan?
I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, so what is it particularly?
I like
Pastry ba siya, cake?
Filipino delicacy, mga kakanin, kutsinta, puto bongbong. I like Reese's chocolate. But lately, I cut down on chips because it's too much sodium, tsaka preservative. So whenever I have cravings for sweets, I either eat cakes or ice cream or yun nga, mga Filipino desserts.
Pumapatol ka rin sa mga sugar-free.
Boring yun eh. If I'm just gonna treat myself to something sweet, then I'd go all out.
Same
Sorry naman. Sorry po.
Conscious. How about Coach Rio? Your sweet diet.
Wala akong diet.
Never ka tumaba, bro.
Baka lumawag na yung damit ko eh. So anyway, kahit anong kinakain ko, except for the exotic. Mga palaka. Hindi tayo kumakain. Oh. So basically, if I train, mas nakakakain ako ng mas madami. But if I stop training, normally wala akong gana sa morning. So I don't know why. Siguro dahil gusto ko pagod ako bago kumain.
And it's if I may just add, it's reward. For me, eating is a reward, just like what I said kanina. So if you get to train more, you get to eat more. Yeah.
That's true because some of my clients before, they train because they want to eat yung favorite food nila. So pag di sila nag-exercise, hindi sila makakain ng gusto.
You feel deprived. Yeah.
So it should be balanced.
Alright, that's it.
Lastly pala bahabol, is there anybody or member in your family na has diabetes? Or close to you?
I'm really thankful because lahat po kami pinagbuntis ng mami ko na walang sakit. So she never had the vice. So thanks to my mom and my parents because lumaki kami na wala kaming any sicknesses. Because of healthy living, I should say.
Sa akin, wala din.
We're good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Piolo. Thank you, Coach Rio. And at this point, may we invite on stage our Global Ambassadors to please join Mr. Piolo Pascual for a photo op.